They're so loud and ridiculous. I love them. I absolutely love them. The lady garden area, the moo moo area. Hello, welcome back, or welcome if you've not been here before. So I've got new toys, and there's been a bit of a reshuffle in the sewing room. Do you want to see? So new toy, number one. I got an overlocker, never used one before, but I'm going to be using it today. What can go wrong? And I'm also making trousers. Never made clothes before. What can go wrong? So a while ago, Middle Stitch Studio gave me a pattern and I was supposed to make it, but last year was a bit of a weird year for me. Last year was a lot, and then I read this pattern, I completely overthought it. I burnt my own brain out. It's in the drawer of shame. And it's been there since. So I thought I'd start off with something that's not a pattern, that you don't need a pattern. But yeah, the craft room. We've got shelves, we've got stuff and things on shelves. This is no longer a corner of shame. I've got all my fabrics and everything on there. And look, we've retired Vivian. We've retired her. And we now have Vivian the Third. We've got Vivian the Third. We think her name's going to stay Vivian, we don't know yet. This one's not got a name, but we'll work that out. So yeah, I'm making trousers today. I want wrap trousers. And they're really easy to make apparently. But I don't just want any ordinary wrap trousers. I want patchwork wrap trousers. So we've never made trousers, we've never made patchwork clothes, and we've never used one of these. And that's new. And I haven't got a clue what I'm doing with it. So yeah, so what I did was, I've made a plan. I've made a really good plan. So here's my plan, I wrote it all down. Okay, so the plan is, there. We're gonna wing it. Just wing it, I'm gonna wing everything. Just gonna wing it all, it'll be fine. What can go wrong? So I've grabbed out my scraps. My plan is, apart from winging it, the plan is to try and use up as much of this box of, I just keep stuffing things in here. I don't even know what's there, to be honest. So I think we should just tip it out. I think I want the patches quite large. So I was thinking if I just cut pieces that are 6.5 inches wide. Why 6.5 inches? Because that's how wide my ruler is. And I'll just make them all different lengths and put them all together, so it's not, I don't want it too uniform. So I'm just gonna drag all this out, and anything I can find that I can cut a 6.5 inch piece with, that's what I'm gonna do with most of it. I don't know if I like all the fabrics, but we'll see. Should we just tip it out? And then I'll just chuck back in there what I don't want to use. I hope there's no spiders in there. Oh, it's all escaping. Right, so we've got things like this, like that's from one of my videos, but the I can't use it because the edges haven't been finished, and that'd be really awkward, so we'll just chuck that in there. So that's not big enough. That's stretchy, we don't want stretchy. We like that one. That's kids, that's too fine. And I think I should really pick colours that all go together. But that one, that'd be hard work. And two, I just want crazy trousers. I'm about to turn 50. 50. It's a miracle I've made it to 50. No one knows how I've done it, but it's a miracle, and I'm here. So, and I used to dress all like funky and loud, and now I'm boring. I don't even get dressed most days, as you know. That's nice, like that one. Yeah, so I thought if I just make it completely random, just do the whole thing random, then I don't have to think about colours. But yeah, that's vintage. We've got some more vintage. I think that's strawberry strawberry thief. So we like that. And that. See, that's another quilt block that I never used. There's a lot of orphan quilt blocks, isn't there? Will I get a 16.5-inch piece out of that? We'll try, because I like it. That's a little bit rough, I don't want that on my skin. Should we speed this up a little bit? How does so much fabric fit in such a little box? Because look, it's still, and I've took all this out of it. I found some bigger pieces of some things. That was my grandson's fabric. He chose that, so I might put a bit of that in. And we're going to put a little bit of this in because it's a little bit Vivienne Westwood, don't you think? Right, I'm going to iron all my bits and come back to you. So I ironed all my bits and I cut all the pieces into 6.5 inches wide, and they were all random lengths. None of them were more than around 12 inches. And then I just started sewing them all together, edge to edge. This machine is an absolute dream. I definitely make clothes with it again. I think I'm going to work my way up to a full-on quilted full length coat. So I just carried on edge to edge and then put all those edges to edge again until I had one huge long strip, and then I cut that strip down into shorter strips and sewed them together. I laid them out first and I made sure that none of the pieces were next to matching pieces, and then I laid them out, sewed them all together and got 2 full pieces of fabric from it. Right, I've got my 2 pieces of fabric there. They're quite fabulous. 2 pieces. And the measurements we need are, where's my tape? So the first 2 we need is how wide round we are. Not sure I'm going to like this number. But you measure from where you want the trousers to wrap to, and don't forget to add in seam allowance. If you can hear the banging and clanging, that's Mr. WP, who is putting new taps in. So we measure from where you want them to fasten plus seam allowance. So that's the first measurement we need. So that's that measurement that I've got. That's how wide my fabric is. The next measurement is how long you want them. So I want mine quite long. I want them quite long. So I'm going to measure from the floor, and I want them quite high up. So I'm going to measure to here. And that's how long we want them. So that's that measurement. Mine's a little bit shorter because I decided I'm going to put on a waistband, but I'm going to put that on after when I've finished sewing. So there's my waistband. I cut a 4-inch piece and I've added some interfacing on the back, and then I've folded it and ironed it, and I'll sew it on in a minute. For now, you want to get your 2 pieces of fabric and fold them over and put them on top of each other. So we only have to cut out once. So then we come to the other measurement. So the other measurement is the, what do I call that on camera? The lady garden area, the moo area. And to get that measurement, you get your tape measure. You measure from how high up you want them to how high up you want them at the back. And that's your measurement. So you take that measurement and you half it. And that is how far we're going to measure down the trousers. And we're going to measure 5 inches in that way. And then we're going to draw down there and make it rounded a little bit around your lady garden moo area. So I'll bring you over and show you. If you're not confident taking those measurements, that measurement, you can do it an easy way. Grab a pair of trousers that you already own, turn them inside out and fold them so you can see the curve. Lay them on top and use them as a template. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll bring you over, let me show you. So you can either measure 5 inches there, your half measurement down that way, and then join them up with a curve. Or get your own trousers, line them up along the top and the side. I'm going to be adding a waistband on, so I'm going to put my waistband there as if it's already attached. And then do my measurements from the top of that waistband. I'll take away my waistband for now and then just cut from there. But I need to make sure there's enough seam allowance. And what if I cut it too big? We'll go smaller just in case. All right, we should have 2 pieces with a U shape in them, like that. And they should both be the same. Put them faces together. I'm going to sew them around the U shape. I'm going to do it on the sewing machine and then test them. And then if they're all good, I'll overlock the edges. And now we've got that. I've tried it like that. That's all good. And I've tried it with like this. You should have some weird piece of looking fabric. But I tried it like this and it's just not wide enough for me. So I've decided I'm going to add a couple of panels. I mean, they fit, don't get me wrong, but I don't like showing a lot of leg. So once I've got that bit up there and that bit, there's going to be leg, and I don't like leg. So I'm going to add a couple of panels of the same fabric that I'm putting on as the waistband, and the ties. I've made some ties. So made some ties, and I've gone with an overlocked edge, and when I finished I'm going to just overlock all the other edges. So I'm just going to attach some panels to the front of each side, and I'll come back to you. I've added a couple of extra panels down the front and back on each side, and done it in the same fabric as what my waistband will be. And now I need to go and hem all the way around. I mean, if you don't have an overlocker, you can fold it and fold it again and hem it. But I kind of like the look of the overlocker. So I'm gonna, look, it looks pretty. So I'm gonna go and overlock all the edges so you can actually see the, so you can see the stitches. And then the last thing I'll do is put on the waistband. I've done all around the edges, apart from the bit that goes around my waist. With that, I rounded those off, the bottom, front and back, on all four corners. Now I just need to add my waistband. So my plan for my waistband is, this is the bit where my waist is, there. I've got my ties. So I'm going to put my waistband inside out together. I'm going to put my tie bit in there, and I'm going to sew all the way around, and then I'm going to turn it through, and then I can attach it to there. They're finished. Do you want to say? They're so loud and ridiculous. I love them. I absolutely love them. Do you want to say, look? They're brilliant. If I can make them, you can make them. So I've never made clothes that, apart from sewing with my sister when I was about 11. We made night dresses.
Oh, sorry.
She used to work in a baby factory where they make a baby factory. They don't make babies there. A baby bedding factory. That's the one. And she used to bring home the scraps of fabric, and we made night dresses. She's the one who taught me to use a sewing machine when I was about 11 or 12, I think. They're not perfect. I didn't get my waistband on right. One's a little bit further on one side than the other. And it's a little bit baggier around there than I'd hoped. But yeah, they're fabulous. And here's a few more twirls while I say, thanks for watching, stay weird, and I'll see you on the next one.